So what is up, YouTubers? It is your boy Kos, repping for the Patriots this time. So let's talk about this whole boycott NFL and NFL burn notice nonsense. So I'm sure if you've been following the NFL, you've probably heard about the whole Kaepernick debacle. It's just what it's meant to, I guess, or what it's supposed to mean to the black community. It doesn't really mean anything to me, but a few people putting up their fists last year didn't really faze me or whatever. But people kneeling for the national anthem, a lot of people have a problem with that. And while you can do that, it's generally like it's not cool, man, because that's your country, dude. That's your country that allows you to play and be an athletic superstar. So teams all over are doing it now, and they're getting swiftly booed and pissing their fans off because of it. Because I told you guys, don't mix politics with sports. Told you guys, do not mix politics with sports. But no. Oh, no. And also part of it is because Trump is president. Yeah, of course, they're going to be like, oh, Trump is a racist. And, they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to protest him by doing this. But we're still going to play and get paid, though. I mean, that's the part of the big problem with me is that, like, these people aren't serious about protesting. Or whatever cause they're protesting for, whatever they're whining about now. They're not serious. If they were serious, they just wouldn't show up. Instead of still reaping in millions of dollars. This whole TakeAKnee thing is really taking the fun out of football. It's your nation. It's your country. You live here. You play here. You die here. You get married here. Your ancestors did the same thing, probably. And I don't know. It's just not. It's not cool to see people like not stand for our nation's song. Yeah, and I don't know what the argument is. Oh, the national anthem is racist or whatever. They're trying to throw at the national anthem now. I mean, anything patriotic is suddenly racist. That's the thing, and it's gotten absolutely ridiculous. I mean, there's a time and place for protest, but I feel like you're getting paid to play, not to protest to these NFL players, and they want a virtue signal because I'm here and I got the money now. It's like George Foreman said. I mean, I've been following this whole drama. It's like George Foreman said. These people think they're Muhammad Ali or they think they're making a statement, and they're really not. I mean, right now it takes more guts to be a patriot right now. No pun intended. Well, I guess. But it takes more guts to stand up for your country than to kneel for some virtue signaling cause. It takes more guts to do that now than anything. So when I see all these people kneeling, I'm like, dude, like you stand for your country because people have fought and died and bled for your rights to be here. And when you think about that, think about the amount of lives that have been lost because people didn't know you, but they risked their lives for you. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, and you're gonna disrespect them by not standing for our nation's song. I mean, come on, man. Like where else are you gonna play football? Where really? I mean, where you're gonna go to North Korea and play football? You're gonna go to China and play football as a black man? No, no. This is the only place where they pay you millions of dollars to run the pigskin. I mean, it's no. So these protesters, I mean, they are such, like, in my eyes, they're such spoiled rich brats. I mean, and I feel like, how some of these guys, like especially Infowars, they go to these protests, these Antifa protests, these leftist protests, and they ask them, "Oh yeah, what specifically are you protesting?" And they don't know. They're just there because they feel like it's the right thing to do, and they're there because everyone else is doing it, and they want a virtue signal. I feel like that's what this whole solidarity with Cap has become. Oh, Kaepernick didn't get a job. Why? Because Kaepernick sucked last year. And they're like, oh no, it's race, man, it's race. I'm like, no, dude, the guy was a bum. The guy was a legit bum last year, and it was just like he doesn't have a job because he's done. He's not that great of a quarterback. Or he didn't perform well last year. And it was just like people took that to be like, oh my god, the NFL is so racist, and of course, everything is racist, and I'm so entirely sick of hearing about race, especially in the United States, where we should all be focused on other things, like I don't know, how we can help each other out and see beyond race and be united. I personally, I personally feel like the ideal way to deal with this, and I was recently watching videos of people burning their expensive NFL gear, and I'm just like collectible gear, and I'm just like, dude, you don't burn championship gear like that, man. You don't burn that stuff. Like, no, there are more effective ways to protest, and I really believe that burning NFL gear is not the way to go because you spend money on it, so it's basically like you burning your own money. Instead, what if I were an NFL owner, I would come down hard on those protesting. If I were an NFL fan, I would boo every time they took a knee. And they did that. They did that. If I were an NFL player, I would show some solidarity with my country because that's who you represent. You represent all of us, not just black people or white people. You represent all of us. So personally, like if I'm a player and I feel like there's an injustice the NFL is not addressing, I just would not show up. I mean, because really, what causes more disruption to the NFL? You taking a knee or you just not showing up? I mean, can the NFL function without you? I mean, so if you really feel like that, but no, you don't you're not serious about it. To all these NFL players, you're not serious about it. You know, you're not. You're just not. You just want a virtue signal because you have a lot of dough to spend and you still want to get paid. But oh, I want to put my little Muhammad Ali protest in, and show solidarity with Cap. Cap is a loser, man. I mean, seriously though, like this dude was raised by like two white parents, and then he's like saying, oh, like what? All white people are racist, and I'm just like, dude, like Cap is such a hypocrite. Like, he supports what? Didn't he say he like supported Castro or something? He is such a hypocrite. I cannot see how people would stand with him or show solidarity with him. There's Ray Lewis. I saw a picture of Ray Lewis on both knees. Like, you serious, man? Like, come on. It's an embarrassment. It really is. And I was blowing up Twitter, just like expressing my mind, just how ridiculous this crap has gotten. I mean, it needs to stop. NFL owners need to stop caving into these people and just remove them. I mean, if I was an NFL owner, I would just be like, look, like, you stand for our country's anthem or you don't play. Simple as that. You can go to North Korea or Mexico if you don't like America. If you don't want to stand for our anthem, it's very plain and simple. Like, there are other places that you can go. There's always Mexico. That's why I said in one of my tweets, there's always Mexico. But it's just very disrespectful to people that have fought for you and your home. We all love our homes. Well, most of us anyway. I mean, but there are people that have fought for us to have our homes. And you take that for granted every time you do that. You know, and you don't think about it that way until you see these people, and then you're like, dang, like, like I was disrespecting that guy and his sacrifice. Yeah, and it's gotten out of hand, really. I mean, I was just like, oh, Cap is a scrub. Cap is just butthurt because he's getting let go because he sucked last year. This whole thing will just blow over. But nope, like Deflategate, it kept coming back. The stupid kept coming back, and it's just like NFL owners, Roger Goodell. If now was a time to clamp down on anything, and preserve, I don't know, whatever integrity you got. I mean, tell them to do their little protests elsewhere because, like, their time is money and they're getting paid not to disrespect the flag but to play football. So, I mean, you just might as well just stay in the locker room like the Steelers did. Come out and lose. Well, the rest of us will stand in solidarity with our country. But it was absolutely ridiculous. Like I could not, I cannot believe the fallout that's happening now. People burning jerseys, burning merchandise, season tickets, and whatnot. It's crazy. I feel like there are better ways to protest, though. Maybe the owners should just ignore it, and the fans just listen to the fans. Maybe the owners should ignore the privileged little players that they're privileged little millionaires that they have, and listen to the fans that pay to see them. Maybe the NFL should for once ignore the lobby of millionaires, people in their millionaire class, and listen to the fans and what they have to say and how disappointed they are, because a lot of fans are pissed off. A lot of fans are very pissed off. So that's my view on this whole thing. Hopefully, it boils over, or it blows over. Sorry, not boils over because that would be bad. Hopefully, it blows over, and this whole thing gets resolved. But I don't want the NFL to come out looking like they just another company that caved into SJWs and their nonsense. A bunch of virtue signaling, high paid elites. Once again, influencing things that we love. Like SJWs have already taken over Marvel. Social justice warrior elites, who feel like they know better than the fans. And I really don't want it to happen to the NFL. I really don't. So NFL, if you're listening to my reaction to this whole thing, just please, like, don't cave in to these crybaby millionaires. Listen to the fans. The fans are very pissed. They love their country, and they want to see some patriotism out there. This is a time for unity, not division. And so, if you want to be united in America. But these people are going to unite in their shunning of America. So, I mean, which is the right message to send? If I'm Roger Goodell right now, I'm actually in a catch-22. See, board coast, this is just my opinion. I mean, I feel owners should either ignore the players and listen to the fans, or just straight up just get rid of people who, well, they can't really get rid of people, but just ignore the. I feel like certain owners should just ignore the noise and discourage the kneeling. But I feel like if players are really serious about protesting something, you just shouldn't show up, because an organization would be more hurt by your absence than by you not sitting, than by you just kneeling. So if you really want to stop virtue signaling and acting like you care, you know, and still taking in millions, you know, I don't know how that forms a protest, but want to stop virtue signaling, then just don't show up. Period. Clearly, money means more to you than solidarity. So All right, it's your boy Coast. Talk about the NFL. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll let you know how I felt. Let me know how you guys feel about this whole thing. Patriots fans, NFL fans from all over, or whatever. So let me know how you guys feel about this whole debacle in the comments. Feel free to check out my Patriots fan-made T-shirt. I sent you in the Goat Hood. The link's going to be in the description. Copies are still there if you want them, so get them while they're hot. Got all 5 teams that we beat in the Super Bowl, and Brady just sort of ascending. It's a pretty cool design, if you ask me. Made it myself. But anyway, let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. All right, peace.